This is the Sports Show with Woody and Les and everyone else. And everyone else right now with us is Tom Kensler, coming to us from Seattle, where he's covering the East Regional, where the Wyoming Cowboys are getting ready to play Northern Iowa. The Cowboys are the 12th seed, playing the 5th seed, Northern Iowa. And Tom, you think Wyoming has a decent chance to pull off the upset here?
I do. I think they're 7-point underdogs, but I think they showed in the Mountain West tournament, beating 3 teams in 3 days, that they've got enough talent. Wyoming was only the 4th seed in the Mountain West, but had some illnesses during the season. But they're probably as healthy as they've been all year, so I do think they have a chance.
You're double dipping, I would guess, because for people who may not have heard, Colorado has gallantly advanced to the second round of whatever tournament they're playing in. And aren't they playing at Seattle too?
Yeah, Monday night here. So Seattle Pacific, and not sure I'll be around, but
oh, you're gonna pull a Booker, and your season's over if Wyoming loses. You're not gonna stick around.
I don't make those calls.
Tom,
it's above my pay scale.
Tom was with us about a week or so ago, and you made some really bold, good predictions. You said that Wyoming probably wouldn't be in the NCAA, and Colorado State definitely would be in the NCAAs. We all believed Colorado State would be in the NCAA tournament, but Wyoming used a path to get there, and you brought up the Mountain West Conference. Wyoming didn't come out of nowhere, but came out of somewhere to beat San Diego State and make it into the NCAAs.
Yeah, and they made it really hard on San Diego State. They kept the score in the, low in the 40s and 50s, and that's kind of the way you have to beat a team like that has superior athleticism. San Diego State likes to get up and down the court, and Wyoming really didn't let them do that. And Wyoming played really good defense and made some key shots, so they advanced. San Diego State was already in, so obviously Wyoming had a little bit more to play for. That could have been a factor also.
Tom, is Wyoming playing its best basketball of the season right now?
Well, we only have about a 3-game sample, but they look pretty darn good. The guards are athletic and can shoot, and Larry Nance Jr. had mono, missed about 3 weeks, and he's back. He looks like full strength. It's not like he's just trying to get back in shape. He looks like he's ready to roll, and he's a handful. He was preseason Mountain West Conference MVP. Now he didn't get the honor because he missed some time, but he's a handful. So I think you may be right, Les.
Tom, is he one of those kids, Larry Nance Jr., who can put a team on his back and surprise some lower seeds? Is he that good?
I don't know about that, Les, but he's got a pretty good supporting cast of guys that can score. Josh Adams, who's from Parker, Colorado, and he can shoot. What's interesting about Wyoming is everybody looks at their pace of play, but they're one of the best dunking teams in the country. They have a lot more athleticism than most teams that play their style. Most teams that play their style is because they don't have the athleticism, that the opponent might have, and they want to keep the scoring down. But that's just Larry Shiatt's, that's kind of his thing, is to play, kind of deliberate. But they will take the fast break if it's there. And the other thing is that teams have to cover them, have to guard them for, 25 seconds in the possession. There's a breakdown, and all of a sudden there's a dunk. So they're a pretty interesting team.
Tom, I have a couple of off-center questions, but I'm curious if you'll find out there and can answer this. Are they playing the old Key Arena where the Supersonics played?
Yeah, but they redid it, Woody. They redid it, less than 10 years ago. So it looks brand new, but I've been told it's same location.
Yeah, that is the shortest light rail system in the whole world. Is from the Space Needle to the basketball arena. It goes about 100 feet or something like that. My other question you'd ask them is, why in the world is Jacksonville, Florida, in the southeast region and Seattle is in the east region?
Yeah, about I would guess about 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, they went to the pod system, and the reason why the NCAA did that, and it's very confusing, I think, to fans, but they wanted the ability of students to be able to, if they could drive to games and have better attendance for these first round games. I call them first round. I guess the second and third round games because of the Dayton deal, but. And so they have this thing. We have teams here from the East Regional and the South Regional, and it's just kind of nuts. Neither of the two teams that will advance from here will be in the West. Will go to L.A.
Yeah, and I think I misspoke.
So that's why they do it.
It doesn't make any sense because again they have they have Jacksonville that's in the West Regional. That makes no sense to me whatsoever either.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just go through life confused.
Sometimes it's just the way they had to seed it. It's pretty complicated how they have to do a bracket, but it does. I know it does confuse a lot of fans.
Well, I'm sure that Cowboy Nation. I've talked to two of them now. Cowboy Nation. I think that's all there is. Cowboy Nation. Cowboy Nation's excited about the game in the regional, and I'm sure that Wyoming will represent this area well in the NCAA because nobody else is.
It's just the old 12 versus 5, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and just so you know, guys, over the last 5 years, a 12th seed in the tournament has a 10-10 record. So you're saying there's a chance? Hey, Tom, we really appreciate your time. Tom Kensler covering the Wyoming Cowboys in the East Regional of the NCAA tournament, and we'll read all about it in the paper. Thanks, Tom.
And we'll talk to you before the big game Monday night in Seattle.
All right, guys.
See ya.
Yeah. It's just kind of funny that Wyoming is playing in the NCAAs, and Colorado is going to be staring through the window with their nose up against the window.